those Lionesses may be smashing it up in Australia and New Zealand, but there's a World Cup to be won before then. Yeah, right. I don't want to face them on court, but I don't mind going for a walk with them. Chelsea Pitman, Geva mentor. Shall we take a walk?
Yes, let's do it.
Now we thought we'd bring you to a nice quiet place.
Oh, no, and out the toilets.
Yeah, and out the toilets. It's the best place to be.
We spent a lot of time there, actually.
We're going to get to that, Geva, don't worry. We're going to take a walk from here to where you're doing a signing session, which means you're going to get mobbed on the way, because we brought you to the fan park. Have you seen a lot of the fans? Has this been part of it?
We've only really seen them in the stadium, but we've heard the noise and it's been fantastic. We really wanted to get down here and just soak up the vibe. So happy today. Sun's out, guns out.
And you can hear it from where we're staying. So obviously the game before, when South Africa and New Zealand drew, the fan park must have been going off because all night all we heard was music and good vibes. So we knew that there was a party happening.
Well, the party was for South Africa and New Zealand, and then it was for England. Beating Australia this morning. Let's start walking as we talk, because that's going to make you walk faster. Chelsea, what a moment.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure Geva's mum predicted the score, so that was really nice.
Jill and Yvonne were on it. They were.
Yeah, and for us to just, I guess, we've practiced so many things and so many scenarios that could happen. So for us at the end to be able to maintain possession and get the win by 1 is extremely great, and also there's room for improvement in our performance.
Of course there is.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what winners say, right? Geva, at every stage, were you looking across at your team and thinking, we've got this?
It's just been so great to be able to get everyone out on court. Gosh, it's more nervous being on the sidelines, not being able to actually impact the game, but I almost lost my voice towards the end. Layla actually did.
Mind that, don't want to injure you. There we go.
But just great to be able to build through, resist the pressure, and then just take it up another notch. But that's history-breaking game for us right there. It's awesome.
Your old side, Manchester Thunder, do you remember when they did Is This the Way to Amarillo? We were all followed.
Are we going to be marching?
I think that's going to happen.
We lost the
They're gone. They've gone. There'll be more everywhere you go. There are England fans around here. Yes, Geva, there you go. Geva mentor fans, and who wouldn't be? 6th World Cup. We've talked previously about unfinished business for you. Does it feel like this is the moment, precipice? This is going over and good rather than over and bad.
You know what it's always been about? We've always had the skill, we've always had the talent, but whether we've had that belief, and I think what we managed to achieve today against Australia, it just instills that. I'm so excited. I'm taking every game as it comes. We're just treasuring each moment that we're out there, and I feel really good about this group.
Let's talk tactics, shall we? Apart from, I'll bring
one home.
Yeah.
I'm an attacker.
I'll bring New Zealand out here, and maybe they might trip over a few as well. But New Zealand in that semi-final, you'll have seen some of their performances as well. Clearly, everyone wants to see the best players here, right? No Grace Nweki. How do you feel about New Zealand now?
It's tough for them to have lost such a pivotal player in their attack end, but that was us in 2019. So I think they have the depth to be able to replace that. But for us now, I think it's focusing and shifting on what we do and what we do great, and making sure that we keep our bubble really tight and our tactics pretty on song. And just enjoy playing netball. I think England, us as the Roses, we're at our best when we're enjoying it. So have it, trust in our instincts. Like New Zealand, they're the world champions. Everyone is gunning for them. So for us to be able to have the opportunity to come up against them in a semi-final, how exciting, how good. This is why we work so hard, is for these opportunities, for us to be able to be like, you know what, let's stamp our authority and let's do it now.
The noise is rising, which is pretty good, because I was about to say, did you hear Dame Nolene Tarua say she was bleep scared of Norma Plummer? So we need to get a bit of that fear in, right? That's going to happen. Let's keep going over here.
I'm scared of Norma Plummer, and she's a friend of mine.
We went down and we met her, and we did an interview with her, and she was giving us the many faces of Norma Plummer, and they were just this the whole way through. Some of the most congested big courts in the world. Let's give it and go for it. Cut round here. Round the outside.
Change your angle. Run in.
Sign me up. Right? Sign me up. Let's keep walking and talking if we can.
Yeah, they'll hear us. This is what you love, though.
Too right.
For us to have the opportunity to, one, be at the first World Cup that's at an African country, and to have these kids and people to have the opportunity to see world-class netball, because they don't get to see it. I think I'm so thankful just to be here and be around that, surrounded by it.
100%.
And yeah, it's just fun.
Can we? I don't like talking serious stuff, but you know, it's been a proper time of it for you, hasn't it? And I know your teammates like Geva, they've held you up in... Don't start!
Don't set us off, we're roommates.
But they've held you up in these moments, haven't they?
No, definitely. I think this team, they're my family, and I don't say that lightly. It's been a hard slog. I now look back and reflect on the last few years, and it hasn't been that nice. And that's also because I compartmentalise everything and I just push it to the side. But now it's starting to bubble up a bit more because it's been spoken about. But if I didn't have the support of my teammates that are my family, are my friends, I wouldn't be able to play such clean netball and enjoy it. So, and I wouldn't want to come back because it is so hard to just get your body back into it, the mindset and everything that goes with it being an athlete and doing those sacrifices. So if they weren't so great, and behind me being my biggest supporters, you guys are my biggest supporters, and I know I ramble about it, but I wouldn't be who I am today without that sport, and I wouldn't be here at this World Cup without the girls behind me going, yes Chelsea, keep going.
The vulnerability this one's shown as well. I think it's just testament to this group, and everyone gets behind each other, we all empower each other, but it's the courage that you've shown that I think that it's just healthy for all of us. We've all adopted that.
Yeah, take it. You deserve it. You deserve to be here. And after that performance as well,
yeah,
all the way to gold. Let's keep walking then, because I know you've got a signing session to come where you're going to meet some more of the Roses team.
We've got the Roses Supporter Club here, so there's obviously travelled all the way over from the UK, come from the breadths and widths of the country, and we just love giving back. And you see those St George Cross flags in the crowd, and it's wonderful, and we want to soak up that atmosphere and hopefully give back to them here today.
Yeah, and everyone's dressing up. There's red wigs. There is
like
red and white.
It is. The energy that everyone's bringing, the singing, the dancing.
Fantastic. And I think that's also the African crowd. Everyone's moving and grooving.
Yeah.
And I can see the English supporters moving and grooving. And it's not just the typical Barmy Army style chants.
Yeah.
It's
Stop. It's a crossing. Observe the rules of the road.
Just step on white, get married tonight. Step on black, you get a big smack.
Yeah. Okay. And pause. Frame. There you go. That image is going to be as iconic. You both remember what happened after that gold at the Commonwealth Games, right? And how netball just went boom. Everything from sponsorship, fans. Have you got in the back of your mind what this would do for netball?
I think it'd be incredible, and obviously we set up the semi-final. We'll be against, I believe, New Zealand, the Kiwis. Jamaica will be taking on Australia. Can you imagine a Jamaica-England grand final? That's just changing netball for world history. That's just really history-making moments to be included in that, and we knew what it did for netball back home in England. So we're very excited to be able to almost change our flights and get back on the plane the next day and go back and soak it up and share in that love that we've managed to kind of create with the England fans. But yeah, it could be huge.
Yeah, and we haven't shied away as a group to name the things that if we achieve this, what it means.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's made it more, I guess, regular to have the conversation like, if we win this, we create history.
Yeah.
We allow our sport to skyrocket again, and then if that happens, what's our role to play to make sure that our sport takes the extra step, heads towards more professionalism, making sure how the Super League grows. So we know we play a role in making sure we do the performances, but it's bigger than that, because we know how great our sport is. That's why we work so hard, and we continue to come back and come back and come back. It's just about being able to show everyone else, jump on board, because this sport is amazing. The people it draws, netballers, they're wholesome, they're humble, and they're great people. So we just want to be able to project that to more people. And I think if we win, oh my gosh, that would be the best thing ever.
When?
But also when we win, that you know what? It's going to mean so much more. And I really, really want to win.
That's what seems to be the key. You really want to win. People may not be talking about you. Let them not talk about you. Let them not talk about you until they're talking about you on top of that podium. Geva, Chelsea, how have you not sweat? Look at me.
We're wearing black, so if we were in our red, beautiful red, I'm a stomach sweater.
Yeah.
Here's information you don't need.
No, I do need that.
My nerves come to my stomach, and
you should see her dress. It's brilliant.
I call it my little Teletubby TV, because you know how they have the TV and you look. That's my sweater.
You know what's going to happen next time I'm on commentary? Welcome to the court, the stomach sweater.
Chelsea has warmed up nicely. She's ready to go.
Yes.
We know she means business. Right, come on. We're taking you to the signing. Oh, you're not staying in this one. This is too posh.
No.
But there are three of us in here, and I feel quite uncomfortable.
Cut down that space.
Yeah. Right. It's been a delight. I'm glad we delivered you safely. I mean, we put you in that situation in the first place, but I'm glad we brought you back. Go break the world, make history again, as I know both of you will. And it was just a lovely thing. Give her one last hug and tell her she's gorgeous. No, that was me. All right.
Sky Sports. Feel it all.